Hey guys, Mike Fecht here with Yoga for Men, and today we're at our studio Interstate Yoga in St. Petersburg, Florida, and I've got Jonathan Kramer with me today, founder of Yoga for Men. He's going to do a little demonstrating for us. So today we're not actually going to talk about any posture in particular, but we are going to talk about a transitional element in the practice. And if for those of you that have been practicing for a while, as you know, through time, the transitions from one posture to the next become just as important as the postures themselves in terms of, moving through your practice with the breath. And what we're going to talk about today is stepping your foot forward between your hands, pretty common element in vinyasa practices, maybe from a three-legged down dog, and maybe be asked to, as you exhale, step your foot forward between the hands to prepare for any one of the warrior postures or crescent lunge. And for guys like us that, as you're just coming into the practice, you may find that some inflexibility in the lower back or in the hamstrings kind of prohibit you from sweeping that foot all the way forward. And we'll go ahead and we'll demonstrate right now. So Jonathan, if you would come into downward facing dog. And you'll notice here, on the inhale, we'll take the three-legged dog, so you bring that foot nice and high, and then as you step it forward, we'll bring it a little bit short as you're stepping the foot forward. And what you would do right here, guys, is just literally reach back with the right hand, pick the foot up, plant it down between the hands, and then from there you set your foundation, and we're good to go. And that's just what you need to do until such time as that foot can come all the way forward. Now, how do we get there? How do we get to that point where the foot can just come all the way through? So Jonathan, if you'll take downward facing dog again. On the inhale, we'll take the right leg high. What you're going to see, this is the work that we do, guys. As you shift forward, notice how he keeps everything nice and tall and engages the core. He's going to pull that knee into his chest as far as he can, and then on the exhale, plant that foot down. And for Jonathan, who's been practicing for quite a bit, you notice he can get really close to being able to literally just kind of lay that foot down. But that's the work that you have to do. Now, through time, how can we progress through to that point? We'll go back to downward facing dog. On the inhale, he'll take the leg high. Now, as he pulls that knee in, empties that breath, and empties the space in the belly to bring the foot forward, he might pop up to the fingertips a little bit just to kind of bring that foot forward and make that space. So it creates a little space to bring the foot forward there. So we may progress to that point before we get all the way to being able to plant the foot down. And then, of course, there's lastly, the third piece that we may do is, if you want to go ahead and come on down, Jonathan, and grab your blocks. If you're using blocks in downward facing dog, as we talked about in one of the last videos that we just shot, this is another way to create space where you can start to step that foot forward. So inhale, we'll take the right leg high, and exhale, he's going to pull that knee in, engage the core nice and strong, and now he can plant that foot down because he's got the space created by the blocks. But really, guys, it's just consistent work. Notice every time he's bringing that foot forward, it's that core engagement, that emptying of the belly, that emptying of the breath that helps to create that space where you can just plant that foot down and then move into crescent lunge or a number of warrior postures that we can access from that foundation. So just keep doing the work, guys. Consistent work. Pull that knee forward. Nice deep breath, core engagement, and do that thousands and thousands of times, and eventually that foot's going to come forward. So namaste. We'll talk to you next time. Have a good one.